Close your eyes for a moment and imagine the vast universe around you. Think about the immensity of stars, galaxies, and mysteries that exist beyond what we can see. Now turn your gaze inside yourself. What do you feel? It is curious to realize how at the same time that we are small in the face of the greatness of the universe, we carry within us an equally infinite vastness. It is this connection between the internal and external that we are going to talk about today. Spiritual awakening begins with one simple step: turning inward. We often look for answers in distant places, but the truth is that they are all already within us. Think of your mind as a lake. When the waters are rough, it is impossible to see the bottom, but when they calm down, the background becomes clear, revealing everything that was hidden. In the same way, when we calm our mind, we can listen to the messages that our essence has to tell us. This process of inner connection requires courage. It's not easy to face our fears, insecurities, and shadows, but it is precisely when facing these challenges that we begin to awaken to our true essence. And how do we do this? The answer is simple but powerful: silence. Finding moments of silence in our routine is like opening a window to the infinite. When we allow ourselves to be silent, we hear not only our thoughts, but also the wisdom that goes beyond logic. We often live on autopilot, disconnected from who we really are. Our days are filled with tasks, worries, and noise. But when we stop for a few minutes to breathe deeply and observe our thoughts without judgment, we begin to realize that we are not our thoughts. We are something much bigger. And it is in this moment of consciousness that we approach the universe. Have you ever felt a deep peace when looking at the starry sky or listening to the sound of the sea? These experiences remind us that we are part of something bigger. But true connection doesn't just happen in these extraordinary moments. It can be found in the simplest things, in the sound of the wind, in the smile of someone we love, or even in the silence of a peaceful morning. All of this invites us to remember that we are connected to the universe at all times. Practicing gratitude is one of the most powerful ways to strengthen this connection. When we give thanks, we open ourselves to receiving even more of what the universe has to offer. Try right now being grateful for 3 things in your life. It could be something simple, like the fact that you're breathing, or something big, like a recent accomplishment. Did you feel how your heart warmed? This is the beginning of a deeper connection. Reflecting on the interdependence of everything around us also helps us strengthen this bond with the universe. Think about how each element of nature plays an essential role. Trees purify the air we breathe, rivers bring water to cities, and animals maintain the balance of ecosystems. We are part of this great cycle. We are not separate from nature. We are nature itself. When we understand that everything is connected, we start to look at the world with more compassion. This compassionate look begins with ourselves. How often are we critical of our choices or feel insufficient? But remember, just like the universe, you are a work in constant evolution. Every experience lived, every emotion felt, every learning accumulated is part of this journey. Spirituality is not something we need to reach or seek in distant places. She is here in the present moment. When we pay full attention to the now, we realize that life is full of miracles. The simple act of breathing, the warmth of the sun on our skin, the sound of rain falling, all of this connects us to the universe in a profound way. Practice before bed. Take a moment to contemplate something that inspires you. It could be a star in the sky, a plant in your room, or even silence. Ask yourself, what is my place in this vast universe? Let the answer emerge from within, without rushing, without demands. Spiritual awakening is a process, and each small step takes us closer to our essence. What does it mean for you to be connected with the universe? Perhaps this is a question without a definitive answer, but it is an invitation to explore your own essence. The universe is not out there, far from us. He is here, inside each of us, waiting for us to remember this truth. When you connect with yourself, you are taking the first step towards connecting with the universe. And this is a journey worth every moment. Imagine that the universe is a mirror, reflecting everything you carry within you. When we look into this mirror with attentive eyes, we realize that external experiences are often a reflection of our inner state. But what does this really mean? It means that when we connect with the universe, we are also connecting with our own consciousness. This idea may seem abstract at first, but it's incredibly practical. Think about how your emotions shape your perception of the world. When we are happy, everything seems lighter, more colorful. In times of sadness, even the most beautiful settings can seem lifeless. This shows how our view of the world is closely linked to what we feel and think. Recognizing this relationship is the first step to transforming our reality and understanding how we are co-creators of everything we experience. Spiritual awakening invites us to observe the universe like a teacher. Every situation we face, whether positive or challenging, brings a lesson. For example, a moment of difficulty can teach us resilience and patience. An experience of joy reminds us of the importance of celebrating life. And when we see the universe in this way, we begin to realize that nothing happens by chance. Everything is interconnected, like pieces of a big puzzle. Even the most difficult challenges carry within them the opportunity for growth and expansion of consciousness. Have you ever stopped to think about synchronicity? Those moments when something happens at the exact time you needed it, like meeting a person who answers a question or hearing a song that touches your soul deeply. These events are not mere coincidences. They are signs from the universe, indicating that we are aligned with our purpose. But to notice these signs, you need to be present. It is in the present moment that the universe communicates with us and offers us the answers we seek so much. Presence is a powerful key to connecting with the universe. Being present means turning off the noise in your mind and paying attention to what's happening right now. Often, we are so busy thinking about the past or planning the future that we forget to live in the present. But it is here in this moment that life happens. When we surrender to the now, we become more receptive to the wisdom of the universe. Presence invites us to let go of the weight of worries and trust that everything is unfolding as it should. A simple practice for cultivating presence is conscious breathing. Take a moment right now to breathe in deeply, and as you exhale, release any tension. Repeat this a few times, feeling your body calm down and your mind clear. By focusing on your breathing, you create space within yourself to listen to what the universe is saying. It's like tuning into a higher frequency where intuition and wisdom flourish. This small habit can be a starting point for a deeper connection with your essence. Another important aspect of connecting with the universe is balance. Just as day and night alternate, we need to find balance in our own lives. This includes balancing the time we give to others with the time we set aside for ourselves. We often get lost in responsibilities and forget to take care of our own soul. But remember, you can't give your best to the world if you're not taking care of yourself. Taking care of yourself is, in fact, an act of love and respect that reverberates to everything around you. Balance also involves recognizing and embracing all parts of who we are. There is no light without shadow, and denying our most challenging aspects only disconnects us from our essence. Instead, we can embrace our shadows with compassion, understanding that they are part of our growth. Just as the universe contains bright stars and black holes, we too are a mixture of light and dark. And all of this is beautiful and necessary for the fullness of being. Connecting with the universe also means honoring the interconnectedness of all things. Every choice we make has an impact, no matter how small it may seem. When we choose to act with kindness, we contribute to a more harmonious world. When we respect nature, we strengthen our connection with it. And when we allow ourselves to be authentic, we inspire others to do the same. This network of interconnections is the essence of the universe, reminding us that we are never truly alone. I invite you to observe your life through the eyes of someone who seeks signs from the universe. It could be an unexpected encounter, a message you needed to hear, or even the simple fact that you are watching this video right now. Ask yourself, what is the universe trying to teach me today? Allow yourself to listen to the answer with an open heart, without rushing, without judgment. It's not about finding immediate answers, but about opening up to the natural flow of life. The universe is always communicating with us, but we need to be willing to listen. And when we listen, we realize that we are a unique expression of this greater whole. The journey of connecting with the universe is, in fact, the journey of connecting with who we really are. Remember, with each step, you get closer to your essence. By doing this, you not only transform yourself, but also the world around you. When we talk about connecting with the universe, we are talking about something much bigger than just understanding concepts. It is a living experience which begins within us and expands to everything around us. Cultivating harmony with the universe means, in essence, learning to live in flow with life, recognizing that we are part of something infinitely vast and deeply interconnected. This connection begins with self-knowledge. Knowing who you are at the deepest level is the foundation for any spiritual transformation. Ask yourself, what moves me? What are my most genuine values? What truly brings meaning to my life? We're often so busy living on autopilot that we forget to explore these fundamental questions. But it is in them that we find the basis for understanding our place in the universe. As we turn inward, we also find our blocks. These are thoughts, beliefs, and emotions that disconnect us from the natural flow of life. Maybe you carry resentments or fears that seem insurmountable. These feelings can be seen as knots in our energy. But here's the beauty. By embracing them with compassion and understanding, we can begin to dissolve them. One of the most powerful ways to dissolve these blocks is the practice of forgiveness. Forgiveness is not about justifying what happened or forgetting, but about releasing the emotional burden that imprisons us. When we forgive, we are actually freeing ourselves. It's like opening a window in a closed room, allowing fresh air to enter and refresh everything. This release not only brings us peace, but also aligns us with the energy of the universe, which is fluid and always in motion. Another essential aspect of harmonizing with the universe is the practice of gratitude. We often focus on what is missing in our lives, on what could be better, and forget to recognize the blessings we already have. Gratitude connects us with the present moment and the abundance that surrounds us. Take a moment right now to reflect. What are you grateful for today? It could be something simple, like a smile you received or the fact that you are alive and breathing. When we cultivate gratitude, we change our energetic frequency, and the universe responds to this change. Harmony with the universe also manifests itself in how we interact with the world around us. Have you ever noticed how nature operates in perfect synchronization? The seasons change, the tides rise and fall, everything follows a natural rhythm. We, as part of this great whole, also have our cycles, but we often become disconnected from these natural rhythms because of the demands of modern life. Re-establishing this connection can be as simple as spending more time outdoors, watching the sunrise or sunset, or even planting something and watching it grow. Meditation is another powerful tool for cultivating harmony. When we meditate, we get in touch with the silence within us, a space where we can hear the voice of the universe. It doesn't have to be complicated or take a lot of time. Start with a few minutes a day, sitting in a quiet place, closing your eyes and focusing on your breathing. As you practice, you will notice that this inner calm begins to be reflected in your daily life. Furthermore, it is important to remember that we are constantly emitting energy into the universe. Our intentions, words, and actions create waves that reverberate throughout the cosmos. This means we can consciously choose the type of energy we want to share. By acting with love, kindness, and authenticity, we are not only transforming our own lives, but also contributing to the harmony of the whole. Cultivating harmony also involves accepting that we will not always have control over everything. The universe operates with an intelligence that goes beyond our understanding. Often things don't go as planned, and this can lead to frustration. But by practicing surrender, we trust that the universe is working on our behalf, even when we can't see the whole picture. This confidence frees us from stress and allows us to live more lightly. Remember that harmony with the universe is not something that can be achieved all at once. It's a continuous journey made up of small daily steps. Every choice you make, every thought you cultivate, every emotion you embrace or release contributes to this connection. It is a path of constant learning and growth, where each experience, good or challenging, has something valuable to offer. Everything in the universe is in harmony when we accept the present moment as it is. From this acceptance, we can begin to shape our lives according to the natural rhythms of existence. Ask yourself, how can I align more with the flow of life today? What can I let go of to live more peacefully and authentically? Along this journey of connecting with the universe, an essential question arises: how to bring spiritual learning into everyday life? After all, true spirituality is not separate from our daily activities, but integrated with them. It is in this integration that we find a genuine balance between the material and the spiritual, between the routine and the transcendent. One of the biggest challenges we face is the tendency to separate spirituality from our responsibilities. We often see spiritual practice as something that happens only at specific times, during meditation, on a retreat, or in a moment of silence. But the invitation of spiritual awakening is different. He calls us to transform every action, no matter how simple, into an expression of this deep connection with the universe. Let's start with the concept of mindfulness. Mindfulness, as it is also called, is the practice of being fully present in what you are doing, without being distracted by thoughts of the past or future. Imagine washing the dishes, for example. This task, often considered tedious, can become an active meditation. By feeling the water in your hands, hearing the sound of dishes being cleaned and observing your breathing, you are bringing spirituality to a simple, everyday act. Mindfulness not only enriches our daily activities, it also helps us cultivate greater presence in our relationships. How many times are we physically with someone, but our mind is elsewhere? Practicing active listening, being truly present to listen and understand others, is a way of manifesting the love and compassion that the universe inspires us to cultivate. This presence helps us strengthen bonds and create more meaningful connections. Another important aspect of spiritual integration is the practice of daily gratitude. Take a few minutes when you wake up or before bed to reflect on at least 3 things you are grateful for. It doesn't have to be anything grand. It could be the simple fact of having a comfortable bed, a moment of laughter or affection from a loved one. Gratitude changes our perspective, connecting us with abundance rather than scarcity. But what about when we face challenges? How to bring spirituality to difficult times? Here comes the practice of acceptance. Acceptance does not mean resigning yourself, but recognizing what is happening without resistance or judgment. Suffering often arises not from the situation itself, but from our struggle against it. When we accept the present moment, we create space to find solutions or simply allow time to bring clarity. Spiritual connection can also be expressed through small rituals that remind us of our essence. Lighting a candle when starting the day, pausing to breathe before an important meeting, or even repeating a positive affirmation are ways to bring intentionality to our actions. These simple gestures help us align our energy with the greater purpose we seek. And what role does nature play in this process? Nature is a direct portal to connection with the universe. Spend time outdoors, even if it's just a few minutes a day. Look at the trees, listen to the birds, feel the wind on your face. These moments remind us that we are part of something bigger, that there is intrinsic wisdom in everything around us. Everyday spirituality also involves self-care. Taking care of yourself is not selfish, but a way of honoring the life that the universe has given you. This could include taking care of your diet, ensuring you get good rest, moving your body, or simply taking a moment to do something you love. When we take care of ourselves, we are actually recharging our energy to better serve the world. Remember that spiritual practice does not have to be perfect. There will be days when you feel disconnected, when the routine seems overwhelming. And that's okay. The important thing is to return whenever possible to this intention of living more consciously. It is in this return that transformation happens, little by little from the inside out. Spirituality integrated into daily life is a path of simplicity and presence. It's not about seeking extraordinary experiences, but about finding the sacred in the ordinary. It is realizing that each breath, each encounter, each gesture contains the essence of the universe. This perception transforms us, inspires us, and connects us with something greater. How can you bring more intentionality to your routine? Maybe it's a moment of silence when you wake up, an unexpected act of kindness, or just the choice to slow down in the face of a busy day. It is these small changes that, when accumulated, create a life more aligned with the universe and with oneself. As we walk the path of spiritual awakening, we realize that there is no final destination, but a continuous journey of growth, learning, and expansion. Awakening is not a single event, but a process that unfolds over time, with moments of clarity and moments of doubt, with advances and setbacks. But with each step, we get closer to our true essence and harmony with the universe. Throughout this video, we explore how our connection to the universe is a reflection of our own consciousness. We talk about how presence, gratitude, and acceptance are practices that allow us to tune in to the cosmic energy that surrounds us. Now, it's time to reflect on what to do with this knowledge. How can we live in a way that is more aligned with the wisdom of the universe? The answer lies in trusting the flow of life. Trust is one of the most important pillars of spiritual awakening. Fear and doubt often stop us from moving forward. We fear the unknown, we resist change, and this creates a feeling of disconnection. But when we trust, when we surrender to the flow of life, we become like a river that follows its course naturally, without resistance. The universe, with its infinite intelligence, is always guiding us to where we need to be. All we need to do is make space for this flow to happen. Understanding that we are constantly evolving is a key to cultivating this trust. It doesn't matter what happened in the past or what might happen in the future. What matters is what we choose to do now, in this moment. Every action, no matter how simple it may seem, has the power to align us with the universe. And if at any point you feel lost or disconnected, know that this is also part of the journey. There's no need to rush. The universe unfolds in its own time, and you are exactly where you need to be. Another fundamental point in the journey of spiritual awakening is constant practice. Awakening is not something that happens all at once, but is cultivated daily. Every moment you dedicate to your spiritual practice, whether meditating, reflecting, being grateful, or simply listening to your heart, is a step towards deepening your connection with the universe. These practices are not just for times of need, but for your entire life. Spirituality integrated into everyday life is the key to true and lasting transformation. The integration of spirituality does not require perfection. In fact, it is the acceptance of our imperfection that makes us more human and more connected with the universe. Every mistake, every failure brings a valuable lesson. When we can look at our experiences with an open mind, we realize that the universe is always offering us opportunities for growth. And it is in this process of constant learning that we find true peace. I would like to end this video with an invitation. Throughout your journey, look for moments to reflect on the connection you have with the universe. Ask yourself, how can I open more to the flow of life? What can I let go of to let the energy of the universe flow freely into my life? There are no definitive answers, just the constant search for harmony and inner truth. The most important thing is to take this step with courage and confidence, knowing that the universe is by your side with every breath, with every step. And to continue your journey of spiritual awakening, in the next video, we will explore a theme that complements this journey of self-knowledge: spiritual awakening, how to align body, mind, and spirit. This is another important step towards living in total harmony with our true essence. I hope it has been a transformative journey. Until the next video.